All right, part two, straight into it. We'll pick up where we left off. Okay, yeah, GBP NZD. We're good, we're good. We'll look for a refined entry here. Yeah, there was a really nice return to zone from here, but then you can see price was leaving behind a return to zone. So there might be a refined level somewhere in here. See, so nah. Where can we look for an entry? That's been mitigated. In Forex, equal highs and lows aren't as much of a liquidity target as they are in crypto, but like as of now, and we can see we've actually accumulated here. That would be within our deviation. We can always put this to the test. Yeah, it's sketchy, but it's sketchy. Too low, too high, too low, yeah. We're within our... Yeah, we've come straight back in, that's fine. It's sketchy, but it's fine. And we'll probably end up completing this. But yeah, as of now, and even so, there isn't really much reason for price to come back here, but I'll wait to see if we get a reaction off this. Liquidity high there. Then what have I done? That was nice. We'll go there next. Yeah, I'll wait for a reaction. We might not even get up here, but the target and the alert is there for now, should this ever happen. And everything is obviously it's probably laggy on your screen. My screen's also laggy, just an FYI. Yeah. Alright, alerts have been set. Nothing else to be done here. Yeah, that's been mitigated. Yeah. Okay. Next, Euro GBP. Obviously, we charted this yesterday. And I did say if price comes into here, but you can see 4:30 in the morning. So I would have been in a very deep sleep at 4:30 in the morning. Therefore, completely missed this, but we got a beautiful reaction. Yeah. So far, so good here. If you are awake and managed to, whether you caught this initial break of the structure or you were awake and were able to catch the retest. We'll leave this here just to see how the price plays out. And yeah, as for this, not really interested in re-entering or entering for any matter of fact. Price could come back here. We'll have that. Leave this here just in case. Also from a curiosity aspect. If we get a very local TCT within TCT in here, you could enter. Otherwise, if we just get a bounce, for me it's too high risk. I'm not interested. How long is this range? 5 days. You could, yeah. It's very possible to get a local TCT within TCT in here for a re-entry and continuation down, but wait and see. Next. This one's decent. I'm liking this. Great mitigation of this supply as well up here. Beautiful. 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 Kilo there. Alright. Obviously, we've mitigated that larger area. And now the refined level as well. Let's see what can price do in here. Ooh. Not valid. And we really have to, we're really scraping the barrel here with liquidity targets. I'm looking at this pivot point, that POI inside bar candle. Well, this is going to be my liquidity, extreme liquidity target up here. Should price not sweep this? Once again, not interested. I'll move this range up here. And we kind of already know that this liquidity target is in line with our tab 1 POI. So sweeping this means we do get a deviation above our tab 1, which is a great confluence. This again. I'm so used to photo editing software, so I'm used to holding space and moving the cursor, but you don't have to in the training view. All right, valid. If it takes this, that's even better. But that was just a bit of a sketch here. It was a sketchy PI, but at least you know if it takes both, then like there's not much more reason for the price to go higher because we've also already mitigated the supply. Like this could be and it could have been a model 1 distribution, just because we have tab 1 and we can see we've deviated tab 1 here, and then we've deviated tab 2 here, creating a third tab. They are very close to each other, but this could be one of those model 1 going into a extended model 2 instances, or extended model 1 going into a model 2 to be more clear. Yeah, lovely lows down here as well. Look at that. It's really look at this low, high, low, high, low, and this one, high, low. Nice. Very nice. So these are perfect liquidity targets. And yeah, you do expect these sooner or later to get taken out with a nice looking flush. Okay, alerts are set. Same thing now. We become patient. See what's happening here. Yeah, not much here. We were, and we still are waiting for more data. You know what? This could actually be nice. No, even if it was, there's just too much time spent. No, not even. Not a valid range. Like it's a nice trend line. Yeah, not even a curve, like just straight up trend line liquidity, which looks pretty good. Like look at that. That's nice, but no real model shaping up, so there's no reason for me to look much into this price behavior at the moment. Yeah. Alright, USD JPY. What are we working with here? Slowly making our way back to this supply area, which can create a potential tap 3 of our much greater model spanning across thus far 410 days in, so it'll be a while. It'll be a while. But yeah, no damn these ones. No real model in here for now. You did have something here, huh? Next. Any PIs here worth mentioning? We have taken these highs, so this supply area has done something. And we can get a rejection from here. See what happens. We have gone pretty deep into it. We'll probably reject or partially reject and bounce off here to move back up again. So let's see what happens there. Probably something like this. And then maybe we can get a nice little distribution here. But we'll wait and see. Yeah, same thing here, like nothing really worth mentioning. We'll check on this later on. AUD CAD. This looks nice. Man, I think we've missed this. Man, oh man. 7 o'clock today. What was I doing? I reckon I've totally missed this. This could have been a beautiful entry. Was this a valid liquidity target? Probably. I would not have just plotted this for the sake of it. Very valid. Look at this. Beautiful. A little bit of displacement, but it's valid liquidity because it hasn't grabbed anything from below here. Yeah. Very valid. Man. But we can always see if there's an opportunity for a re-entry. We broke structure right there. Very nice. That was our structure break. You would have entered there. You would have put your stop above there. Very nice for a potential 8.5 but we're not in, so we can only make do of what we've got. And what we have is maybe some re-entry opportunities. We'll have to have a look. Was this valid on anything else? Nah, I think it was probably just 1 minute. Was it valid on 2 minutes? I don't think so. Nah, just 1 minute. Fair enough. Yeah, like this is valid, man. This is valid. And we swept. This is like this could be an A++ setup. Sweeping Asia highs. Man. Shout out if anyone's in this. We'll check on this tomorrow, but this could be a very well played move. Look at this, still coming down. And we've mitigated this. Man, this is beautiful. This is one of those ones where you just have to be in front of the screen to take it. An opportunity missed. And you move on and wait for another setup. But this was beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. And you can even probably not actually. I was thinking just how nice is this return to zone. It's decent. It's decent. Yeah. Yeah, it's decent. Fair play. Fair play. $11 as well. Wow. Great setup, man. Shout out to myself for pre-planning it. Not shout out to myself for not taking it. Far out. Unbelievable. There's not even supply for price to come back into. I don't think this will be a straight flush down. I just don't think so, but I'm trying to see if price can even reject off something. Yeah, it can reject off here. And keep in mind that same thing, we've swept these lows. We have swept this, so we can definitely get a reaction here. To where though? If anything, we might just get a little bounce and then continuation down. we'll see. We'll see if we come back up here and sweep the extreme liquidity from our tap 3. Other than that, same thing, not interested. Very nice. Very nice. All right, NZD CAD. Yeah, obviously we got this, if you remember from the previous video, the perfect entry which I got taken out of due to spreads. We can see price sweep this technical, or not sweep, ran through this technical target where my TB would have been. NZD CAD. Like, I'm sure there would be a PI somewhere here. Three-hour OBIF, nice. Yeah, 3-hour OBIF. Price probably would go lower, so you could look for an distribution if you want. But there for now. I do think price would probably come sweep this because where is it? Because there's no wick here. So maybe something like this and then flush back down. Wait and see. We have supply there just. Yeah, that's valid. That is valid. All right, I think that's it for you know what we didn't look at last time and what I ought to look at because it is a good pair. Oil. So we'll look at that shortly. Even there, is that valid or has it been? That's valid, man. What does it say? 1 hour? Yeah. It's a 1 hour, but it's also a 45er. Sweet. I love this game. I love this game. Alright, perfect. That's nice. Leave that there. Move on. You can see price is forming somewhat of a very local distribution, which I don't really. How's that even? Are they equal highs? No, that's been swept. You know what? You might get a scalp here. But it's like, what else can price come into here? Probably sweep this liquidity. Yeah, I'm not really interested for the time being. Even that, man. That could have technically been a tab 2, tab 3. It's just so close to each other. I'm only going to be interested if there's a bit more displacement between tab 2 and 3. Yeah. Like, that's valid. Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens there. We've got our alerts. And that is, we'll mark it because for the purpose of the exercise. And to be fair, price is leaving behind a little bit of buy-side liquidity. So that's fine. I'm going to quickly go polish some water real quick. Right, we're back. So look at that. Some quick shadow boxing there. Sa sa sa. Sa 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 sa. All right, back into it. So yeah, we've mapped out everything that there is to map out here. Ideally, I would like slow climb up, sweep this, and then go down, but only time can tell. Range duration, you know what, not bad. Set 8 hours. By the time for a legitimate looking tab 3, you're approaching that 11-hour mark, which is kind of what you want. That's it for Forex. Let's see where Bitcoin was last time we checked yesterday. And yeah, it's gone straight through our it's pretty much invalidated this this range. So yeah, this has all been invalidated. I will still keep this here, just yeah, like this range is gone. It's no longer of interest to us. Neither is this demand zone, nor is that, nor is that. That still is. This has been ran through. This is just where the price is. This is just where the price is. So for now, we're respecting this 45-minute block pretty nicely. Yeah, as of now, like we're obviously looking for accumulations because we're in an area we're in a big demand PI here. Obviously it's 45 minutes, but you can see a nice demand chain being formed here. If we, for whatever reason, go through that, then we kind of have to see the next point that we can respect or expect some sort of reaction from. Is that it? 3 days? 4 days? Three days there may have been something there, if this can load. Yeah, 3 days, that's our next POI. Should that 45-minute OBIF get ran through, this is our next area of interest. Let's set our alerts there. Okay, we'll exit this then. Okay. So yeah, essentially in here, we're just looking for accumulations. That's all there is to look for in here. Yeah, I'm not really liking this price behavior. Just wait and see really for now. ETH, probably the same thing. There you go, same thing. Range is now invalidated. I'll leave that up there. Yeah, same thing. Like we're just kind of looking for accumulations here. Same thing. Not really liking this price behavior. We just have to wait for a bit more data to generate. That's it. Let's look at some other pairs. Asta. Nice. We've swept this. Beautiful. And I can kind of look for an entry here, guys. Realistically. Like obviously both Bitcoin and ETH are seeking or looking like they've reached an area of bearish exhaustion. Honestly, as soon as you get a break of structure in here, you can probably enter. Do we have a break of structure on 2? No. This is our 1 minute market structure high for now, unless we go lower. Is there anything I don't like about this? Always a question to ask yourself. Is there anything you don't like about this? This is our market structure high. coming into pretty much coming into about here, we have a lovely return to zone. Really, really nice. Really nice. But it kind of stops there, but it is sort of all you need, really. Like, yeah, like equal highs there, sort of. Equal highs there. Could we go deeper? We probably can. There definitely is room to go deeper, so don't get me wrong, we can definitely go, and yeah, equal lows here as well. Great liquidity target there. But yeah, as of now, let's see, is there any form of supply up here in this little area here? I have a feeling there will be. Like, if you really wanted to, you can make this whole pool structure supply, and it's valid. Currently 3 minute, but I think it was valid on the 10 maybe? Yeah, there you go. 2 consecutive bearish. You've got 2 consecutive bullish there. Another 2, yeah. It's valid structure, so yeah, you got 10-minute valid structure supply there. Not the cleanest. Far from the cleanest, but it is structure supply. So we'll wait and see what happens there. Ideally, we'd like to SFP this wick, mitigate this, come back down, but come back down maybe for a test if anything, and then go up. But at the end of the day, like, if you break structure, you break structure. If it's a clean break, you can enter. So yeah, you just have to be very wary of this supply. It is just above it, so yeah, we'll monitor this. Yeah, ideally, you SFP the market structure high, wick into here, and move back down, and then you get a cleaner break. Do something like this, and I'll probably sweep this again. You'd want something like this. Sweep this, mitigate, come back down slow, take out this low, and then break. And that looks a lot better from a return to zone perspective as well, because that means you can pretty much drag that all the way in, and it's clean. Yeah, something like that would be nice, but you just have to wait and see. We'll leave that there. You know what? I'm going to draw it with my I just prefer this. Something like that. Sweep that low. And because we've come this low, it's probably going to have to be a model 1 and sweep that second tap there, and then we can break structure. And we have a clean ride up. Something like that. And that creates our third tap, and it makes that return to zone go nicely. Yeah, that's it faster. Just patience. Practice patience, guys. Practice patience. This has been invalidated. Yeah, it's just ugly. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Equal lows, these should get swept if we're going this low. Nothing interesting there. Nothing interesting here. Sui, maybe, I think. Could be wrong. No, terrible. Terrible. Oh yeah, I'm gonna delete this range. Yeah, Sui, nothing worthwhile in here. Towel. Potential. I'm seeing something. Off the bat there, I'm seeing something. Decent looking return to zone. Some very obvious supply up there. Get there in a second. It is 2 hour supply. Valid. 6 candle rule is there. Nothing else in terms of supply here, which is a good thing. Very good thing. Yeah, that's fine. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now let's see what POIs are to the left of us. Clearly something here which, whatever it was, has been mitigated nicely. Anything on the daily? Probably. Yeah. Mitigated. Yeah, whatever was in here, you can see it's been mitigated. And then there's a very, very refined level in here. yeah, that's pretty much it for Tau. For Tau, yeah. Anything else? No. Nothing interesting enough for me. Link. Not really. Doge. Sol. We front ran our extreme liquidity and ended up hitting the range low. That's very, very funny. Market makers. Hype, we can see this in the meantime, I've just been made aware of something, which is quite humorous. We'll get to it in a second. Yeah, we can see Hype hit our technical target eventually here. That was nice. Where you guys are about to see, you're gonna have a laugh, a good laugh. What was this? All right, let's have a bit of fun here. Let's, yeah. How nicely taken was this? Whoever watched this at the time, bravo. When was this? 25th of December. Look at this fill. And we filled pretty much the whole thing. Nice. Oh, also, if you guys remember, do we miss oil? Yeah, we are in premium. Look at this. We pre-planned this. We missed the entry, and have a look at that. You can watch this on the. This will be part 2. I've uploaded part 1. You can watch this on yesterday's video. Went for like an hour, and right at the end of the hour and a bit long video, you can see our pre-planning on this, but we just missed the market structure low, therefore did not enter, and we were hoping for a retracement in it, which never came, and price just flushed, completely flushed. Yeah, good to see that we got our expectational order flow correct, but just off on the entry. Yeah, this is still valid. We can still expect a slow pull climb up into there. That's fine. I got the power. Could get something here as well, potentially. Decent returns zone. What are our POIs? Right here. Not interested until and if we mitigate this supply. Otherwise, I am just not interested. But it's shaping up nicely. Obviously, we've mitigated this, but we can definitely mitigate the 1 hour. And then this is a valid extreme liquidity point, absolutely. These are all stocks. If you guys ever want me to also look at any stocks, let me know. Let me drop them down in the comments, and I'll do a TA on them. No problem whatsoever. Virtual's also making its way. That was a fantastic football, which we just had to let it run to the top, but we never did. That's why they say trading is so much to do with psychology, guys. Like, it really is. Strategy, put in the work to get it right, but then the psychology, you really need to hone in it. You still need to hone in it. I'm still working on it. It's all a work in progress. And these just, none of these, even if they look nice for accumulations, I'm not interested just because of the way Bitcoin's moving. You've got to be pro with Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's moving up, you want to look for accumulations that could take you up. Bitcoin's looking down, is moving down, you're not interested in accumulations. Yeah. Not really interested in this anymore. Yeah, that's it for now, guys. That is for today's video. That's 3 from 3. Not bad from me. Didn't try to make that rhyme, but it did. So I'll see you soon. Alright, enjoy your evening, ladies and gents. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.